set me down on his knee, saying, son, you go to school, you learn your letters. Now don't you be no dusty miner boy like me. Oh, I was born and raised at the mouth of the Hazard Holler, where the coal cars roll and rumble past my door. Now they stand in a rusty row of all empty, because yelling it don't stop here anymore. Well, I used to think my daddy was a black man with script enough to buy the company store, but now he goes to town with empty pockets, and Lord, his face is white as the February snow. I was born and raised at the mouth of the Hazard Holler, where the coal cars roll and rumble past my door. But now they stand in a rusty row of all empty, because yelling and don't stop here anymore. Live to learn to love the cold ice. Never thought I'd pray to hear those temples roar. But God, I wish the grass would turn to money, and then them greenbacks would fill my pockets once more. I was born and raised at the mouth of the Hazard Holler, where the coal cars roll and rumble past my door. But now they stand in a rusty row all empty, because the yelling it don't stop here anymore. Last night I dreamed I went down to the office, get my payday like I done before. Them old kudzu vines they was covering over the doorway, and there was leaves and grass growing right up to the floor. I was born and raised at the mouth of the Hazard Holler, where the coal cars rolled and rumbled past my door. But now they stand in a rusty row of all empties, because the yelling and don't stop here anymore. Because the yelling and don't stop here anymore. Oh, the yelling and don't stop here anymore. Memories of East Texas and piney green rolling hills, covered in the springtime with golden daffodils, rowing on Sandy Lake come April, harvesting hay in June, sitting by the road watching wildfires burn by an old October moon. I learned to drive on those East Texas red clay back roads, and I mean to tell you, my friend, they were no easy roads. You had to watch out for all the curves down by Kelsey Creek, and detour through the Lindsay's pasture when the water ran too deep. Memories of East Texas and Gilmer County seat of Upshur. Looking back and asking myself, what the hell did you let them break your spirit for? You know their lives ran in circles so small. They thought they'd seen it all, and they could not make a place for a girl who'd seen the ocean. I learned to drive on those East Texas red clay back roads, and I mean to tell you, my friend, there were no easy roads. You had to watch out for all the curves down by Kelsey Creek, and detour through the Lindsay's pasture when the water ran too deep. Those memories of East Texas, those piney green rolling hills, covered in the springtime with those white daffodils, sitting in those piney woods, playing my guitar, thinking back on the roads I'd come, thinking I had not come that far. I learned to drive on those East Texas red clay back roads, and I mean to tell you, my friends, they weren't no easy roads. You had to watch out for all the curves down by Kelsey Creek, and detour through the Lindsay's pasture when the water ran too